Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome to Portal Stories Mel. This is a little Portal mod. It's on Steam, among other places I'm sure, but it's on Steam. And I've heard it's pretty good. I've played through, I want to say, like an hour or so of it, and decided to stop as an idea for a short little series. And I thought we might as well get started with that. I had a little bit of time today, so I figured I'd play it for, I don't know, maybe like an hour or two. We'll see. It really depends. But I am advanced mode. I'm excited. I've been wanting to play through more of this, but I told myself I'd stop with the idea that I would record it eventually. Because it seemed pretty high quality, all things considered. But as you might have guessed, it is a mod based off of Portal 2. I don't remember the full story, but I'm sure it'll do a great job of explaining that to us. Oh yeah, that's right. This is Aperture Science back.
Is this on?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Greetings, astronaut, war hero, or Olympian. My name's Cave Johnson, and boy, do I have something to show you. You're here because you're the best the world has to offer. I don't say that lightly, mind you, so take that as one of the biggest compliments you'll ever get in your life, even if you don't know who I am. In the beginning, I started a shower curtain company, making asbestos-laden shower curtains for the military, but I kept dreaming bigger and better.
That's a great way to identify that as.
That dreaming became doing. Lots of doing. Which brought you here. You're riding into the little Michigan town of... wait. Where are we again? Okay, so... this town doesn't have a name yet, as we're the ones who built it, but that doesn't matter. Point is, you're riding there, and you'll soon be Aperture Science Innovators. We're still getting some of this stuff together, but there's a lot of science we can do in the meantime. You've been selected from a large group of candidates for a special test in our temporary testing areas. When the train arrives at the station, head into the town and into the Aperture building. Don't worry, you'll know where it is. You'll get some more pre-recorded messages once you're there. Now, get ready to do some science. For now, though, we're gonna put on some nice music for you. Enjoy the ride.
But yeah, this is Aperture Science as it was before. Well, back in the early days, really. If you played through Portal 2, you should be somewhat familiar with that time period. And if you haven't, I feel like this is going to be somewhat confusing for that story, but I don't think it's bad in any real way.
Alright, you're now arriving at Aperture Central Station. Wait. Chris, get over here. How do you spell station? Think about that for a second. Okay. Does station have an extra O before the I? Alright, listen to me. Pack your things. Because you're fired! Get out of my office. Out. Get out. Out of my office.
It's gotta sound alike Cave Johnson. Sorry about that. It's gotta sound alike Cave Johnson. He's actually pretty close on the dot with that. We just have blank screen. I'm assuming it's loading. Okay, give me just a second, because that was a phone call, that noise was. Alright, we're back.
Now, as I said before, there's a lot we're still working on. Just watch your step on the way out, and as a reminder, Aperture Science Innovators is not responsible for any injury you sustain. Up to and including death by exposure to cosmic ray spallation. Don't worry, though. We haven't had an accident like that in 3 days. Sorry. Make that 3 minutes. Here at Aperture Science Innovators, we love to give back to the community. So, instead of just giving back, we made our own community, entirely made out of Aperture Science malleable concrete, on top of the salt mines. And that's exactly why you shouldn't touch the walls or stomp your feet either. Last thing we need is to touch up a dent in the wall because someone was too hands-on.
Malleable concrete? So, like, you push it and it dents? Excellent.
I told you it was easy to find. You found it faster than any test subjects on record. That's not good. Anyway, just head through the door on the right to the elevator. You'll know where to go.
It's funny because not only does he kind of have a sound alike to Cave Johnson, you know, close enough anyway, but it's also like a, he has a lot of the mannerisms that Cave Johnson did. There's nothing cool in here. Guess we'll go through to the right. There's lots of little, like, neat things that make it feel very Aperture Science, Science Innovators, whatever-esque. They're advertising the repulsion gel and all that cool stuff. Guess we're not going that way. There's not even a door handle here. Look at that. It's just like a stick thing.
So, at first, I wanted to put in a long flight of stairs that spiraled down through the old salt mines down here. Give the test subjects a great view of the place. But no! The zoning boards on my bean counters said that's why they invented elevators. So, when someone in a wheelchair threatened to sue, my former boys chickened out of me and built this elevator to go to our temporary offices. I'm still working on those stairs, and those guys are working on getting new jobs. Seriously though, the stairs aren't ready, so get on that stupid elevator.
We're gonna be probably speeding through the first part of this a bit because this has been stuff that, like I said, I've already seen. So I'm probably not going to be doing nearly as much exploring as I would otherwise.
We're trying to push the boundaries of science that little bit more. That's why we're taking on this new project. When the bean counters told me not to buy a salt mine to do all this science, the first thing they said was, "No, there's too much space. You can't suspend something over nothing and pray that a test can happen in thin air." Well, thanks to some use of the old calculator between years and a generous helping of the "You're Fired" stamp, I came up with a final solution to that. If you can't anchor something in thin air, why bother trying to make it in the air in the first place? I came up with this.
Science.
Introducing the Aperture Science Innovators Suspended Testing Sphere. Each sphere is suspended in the air, anchored to the walls by concrete and steel lattice rebar. They seem like they float in the air, but in fact, they don't. Plus, we can keep building above them, onward and upward. This salt mine here can take at least 10 of these bad boys per shaft. 9 shafts, 90 tests. We can test whatever we want to and beat that other company into the ground. Black Mesa. Those guys can kiss my... Anyway, the bean counters started like babies when they saw the cost of these things, but they wet their pants when they threw them out the door. I pay the bills, I make the decisions around here, and I hire and fire as I please. Now, the first of these spheres won't be ready for a few more months, so you'll be participating in one of our smaller tests, the Aperture Science Innovators Short-Term Relaxation Volt.
I wonder how he keeps any employees here if they're always being threatened of being fired. The pay must be great. It's gotta be. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is, in a lot of the music in here, is custom. Or at least some of it is anyway. Like, this sounds like a remix of one of the themes. So this is cool, I like this. It also goes down for quite a while.
When I get to the offices, I'll tell you a bit more. This test should be real easy for you, though. Just get inside one of the Aperture Science Innovator's short-term relaxation vaults and lie in a bed. You'll feel yourself fall asleep quickly. Don't worry, though. Our science boys will get you out shortly. You'll only be out for a few minutes. An hour at most if something goes wrong. Don't worry. We've got everything under control. You'll be making science. And you won't have to do a thing. Who's the winner here? You are.
Well, I do like making science. And all I gotta do is sleep. Look at that. How far down are we going? For a while, apparently. Oh, I think we're here. Ah, into another loading screen with nothing. I always gotta love loading screens that say nothing. It's dark in here.
So, as I said on the last pre-recorded message, you'll be heading into an Aperture Science Innovator's short-term relaxation vault for a quick, deep sleep. And then you're done. That's why we brought you here at night. You're most likely a walking zombie. That'll give us the best results. But just remember, don't sleep too long. This isn't a bed and breakfast. And if you decide to stay tonight, I'm charging you rent for the next year. We'll have a bed ready for you. Just follow the testing area signs and go to bed. Don't mind the turrets. They're firing blanks. At least that's what Crazy Harry told me. Had 6 science boys disappear because of him.
If I remember correctly, there is a sign somewhere that warns you about not jumping in the water. Yes. Acidic water. And I think you also get an achievement for jumping in it. I wouldn't get it because I've already earned it, but, you know. There you go. These are your free achievements. All these little side rooms, including what looks suspiciously like a portable... A surface able to have a portal put on it. And one of them cool tubes. We might as well go to our testing area.
Don't worry, those turrets won't kill you. The safety on their guns is on. Had some lab boys shut them down. Crazy Harry lied to me.
Dang, Crazy Harry.
If you're hearing this message, you're at the sleeping chamber. Carolyn, is the test ready?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
Then you're good to go. Step into the chamber and get into the bed. Our lab boys will take care of the rest.
I'm sure this will go perfectly well, and we're going to sleep for only an hour at most. Oh boy. Pre-rendered cutscenes. Ugh, why are they so blurry? So blurry. I mean, it's cool, don't get me wrong. It's just very, very blurry. Low res even, some might call it. Uh-oh. Unless they're doing red light testing, methinks that something might have gone wrong. Like maybe loading? Yes, loading seems correct.
Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Oh, right, you can't answer. I'm so sorry, astronaut, Olympian, or war hero. There was a slight problem with the test. Don't worry though, we got you out okay. Nothing's different, nothing's changed. Just head out of the chamber, I'll tell you a bit more out there.
Huh. Nothing's changed. Gotcha. Excellent. Nothing.
Don't worry about the height. Had a few of my scientists make what's called long fall Aperture Science Innovators long fall boots. That was easier to think of than I thought.
There you go.
Pick that yellow device up. Don't worry, it's not hazardous. I've had the scientists leave you a new device to help you. Yeah, that's right. A new test. Congratulations! You get to test something else now. Double the experiments for you.
Very, very convincing.
There's an open door nearby. Should take you out of the building. You'll need that new test to move around. Don't worry though, we built the building like this. Don't worry about that. It's just a new drilling test we're doing down below. Yeah, to get the salt mines deeper, to get more testing spheres in. Yeah, that's it. Just ignore that.
Very, very convincing. But yeah, because it's a mod, this game, you know, relies heavily upon the fact that you know all the mechanics and how Portal 2 works. Which I do. Not really a problem. But I don't know, I like how...
this too. We just had earthquakes. Lots of earthquakes. Yeah, you get lots of those here in Michigan.
I just like how close the voice acting and everything in this is. It's pretty close.
These earthquakes even shook up time a bit. Some stuff from the future
Even shook up
here.
time.
Yeah, that's how it's here. Don't worry, it's still 1952. Adlai Stevenson is still president.
Although now voice actor
Right,
sounds
so,
ever
the
so
earthquakes.
slightly German.
Did some redecorating in here. Destroy the door too. You'll have to find another way out.
Alright, so I think there's a puzzle in here. I mean, obviously it is a puzzle. This is a whole puzzle game, obviously. But... yeah. I think there's some kind of puzzle we have to do. Something like that. Let's leave a portal right about there. So I can get back up here.
There's gotta be something you can use to launch yourself over the door. There has to be another way out.
I like the extra dialogue that comes in to help you just in case you're an idiot. Alright. Actually, this isn't the best way to go about this, is it? I don't really think so. Ah, man. We basically got to shoot out this way. Oh, like that. Yeah. I was making that way too hard.
I know, things might look different than what you're used to, but while you were spending that little time sleeping, we had some Aperture Science nanomachines come in and build all this stuff. Yeah, that's it. They're quick little guys. Faster than any science guy I got.
So fast.
Beyond that door
Only took
is
place
one
over the
new
course of an hour.
testing. Totally, completely new. Get through it and head to the first testing sphere. Now, I just want to make sure you know something before you go any further. We have these new inventions called emancipation grids in place to prevent objects from moving around to other tests. Now, some guy decided that it would be a good idea to make ones that prevent people from going through, and installed one where people needed to go through.
He installed one to make people not go through. In a place that people needed to go
Turn
through.
it back on. That switch isn't like the rest of them. The others trip a circuit breaker that causes an entire part of the facility's power grid to blow up. So remember, the one in here is good. All others, bad. I think these switches were designed for two people. Maybe your new test can help.
Of course. Am I doing it wrong? Oh, now I remember. Yeah. You've got to turn the power back on. I remember getting stuck on this part.
Remember, you can always turn the power on or off again.
Then we got to find some way to get over there using the portals I set, like right there. Station. Alright, now we can do it. That's not what I wanted. There we go. It's this weird, like, graphical thing I keep seeing. It's like showing me where I'm portaling to. It's kind of weird. Oh, well, it's a good thing there's a wall over here I could portal to, otherwise we'd probably be dead in the acidic water. Yeah, I'm gonna try to play a little bit more of this today. So we're probably gonna cut for an episode break soon, but I'm gonna record a bunch of them together. Ah, yes. I really
just track is just through here.
Yes. I really just like how it kind of explores this unseen section of a Portal 2 where you saw a little bit of it, but you didn't really get to play it. If that makes sense. You kind of did, I guess, but you didn't get to play it in the same sense as you do in this game.
Oh, that's meant to happen. Just to test your reflexes, you know, after your short sleep.
Well, I'm very reflexive. But it kind of explores this idea of all these testing chambers and stuff before you get to them. I don't even know if it's in the same timeline, honestly. I don't know anything about it. But before you get to them in, you know, Portal 2. Because they're already very dilapidated by the time you get to them in Portal 2. I don't know. It doesn't focus on that in the game, in my opinion, as much as this one does. Can I leave? No? Bright flash.
Ah yes, Bravo Volta, hold on. 5th testing track, yes, 5th. You'll need a portal device to get through. Sorry, I meant a portable quantum tunneling device. Look, it's in your hands right now. The scientists did their job. You'll do fine.
Alright, anyway, I think we'll leave it off here for today. We're gonna just pick right back up for the next episode, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for some more Portal Stories Mel. Bye!